Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Vagrant Story Episode 6. Joining me again is the commentary MVP, SorenHighwind.
Hey everybody.
Which makes like, what, 5 videos for you now, I think?
Yeah, we got a streak going.
That's right. He's playing this video game vicariously through Dr. Deezee's post-commentary videos.
Fantastic.
It's the best way.
Experience.
It's the best way to do it, really.
Oh yeah.
So, as I was talking about in the video before, it's easier to just skip those mimics, which is what I do in this room. Yeah, so, right. F you, mimic. And here I'm showing off, you cannot go through this area until you collect a certain key, which means you'll be having some backtracking fun.
Aww.
Later in the video game. Perhaps. How much later? No one knows.
That's a song title, I think.
What's the song title?
Ooh, Battle Axe.
Yes, battle axes are awesome, except I don't ever use any, so...
Oh, that prick.
Yeah, the gold ones are kind of jerks. I think they're called the Goblin Leaders. And I thought I had killed him there too, but...
Guess not.
No. It's okay, I'll just kill him in midair.
Like a boss.
I think this chest is a real dick to me in this recording. It took like 3 spells to unlock it, if I'm not mistaken. Which was like the only time this ever happened to me. Most of the other times, like, unlock works the first cast.
Right.
Oh, okay, so there's only one.
It's kind of weird watching somebody used to magic and video games missing.
Yeah. What? Now I have too much armor, so the fate of all our leather armor is to just be discarded. Discarded.
Like dust in the wind.
Get out my inventory!
Get out my space.
Out my inventory. If you don't know how to pronounce words.
No, not really.
So the salamander ring, collecting a salamander ring and an Undine Jasper in the same dungeon might clue you in as to what's about to happen. The game is throwing you certain items.
I can only guess.
Yes. What type of enemy will we be facing? I wonder. First thing first is to switch our Excalibur to said Undine Jasper. Which, the main advantage of which is to buff your water affinity rating.
Right.
And then there I was showing that shield we collected earlier had a salamander ruby in it. But I don't equip it in my current shield, I equip the mana breaker, because that gives you 20% chance to dodge magic. Hilariously enough, including your own, so like heal spells, for instance, have a chance to fail. Although that hasn't happened to me yet, thankfully.
Ah, that doesn't sound like a recipe for fun times.
It sounds like Fire Emblem.
Gotta heal myself. Oh crap, not the wall!
Yeah. Did my heal staff just critically miss? Fire Emblem. That's right, 2 bosses in 1 dungeon.
This game really don't mess around.
Vagrant Story is no longer effing around. We also picked up the Grimoire Undine with Frost Fusion, again cluing you in, maybe I need water affinity later in this level.
Tasty.
And do I show... I wonder if I show the stat or not. Those fusion spells can actually be dangerous to you if you use them on a weapon that's already got like 100 on the stats, because the spell directly modifies the weapon stat, but the way the game's coded, after the spell effect wears off, it'll take it down by however much it was increased, which can, or something like that, I'm not sure, but the main point is that it can take it back down below to where, like below 100 is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Even if it was already at 100, which sucks. So, buyer beware. However, those spells work great in the case of like this Excalibur weapon that doesn't really have any affinity ratings otherwise, because it makes your weapons malleable.
Yeah.
You can
take care of that Deezee thing pretty handily.
Yes. I think it's called...
Congratulations.
It's simply called a fire Ifrit, or fire element, I should say.
Uh,
We're joined again by Soren's family in the background.
yes, once again. Sorry about that.
Special guest stars. The more the merrier. So this puzzle's a big brain tease as well.
Oh boy.
Push block. And done.
Inches at a time.
Yes. So you can't just lift those ones. They must be filled with beer or something.
Sweet.
More human enemies, so of course we retire the Excalibur in favor of the Death Fister.
Fantastic.
I'm sad to relegate the Shocker to the bench there, but I guess it makes up for the fact that we're using Boner's other honorary weapon, even though he didn't name it, but I think he'd appreciate it anyway. If he's even watching this LP.
I don't know, maybe.
No one knows. I do know that each video gets approximately 4 views, so...
Fantastic.
Yes.
Reminds me of my own endeavors.
Indeed. That's what you get for LPing an RPG, though. It's to be quite expected.
Yeah.
More ominous earthquake foreshadowing. Foreshadowery.
Foreshadowology.
Yes. The Dark Kid. If you've not, if you don't know what we're talking about, go to lparchive.org and
look up anything.
And
by
search
something, anything by Dark Kid.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But mostly his Xenogears LP, where Seaton has a PhD in foreshadowology.
And Diggory.
Yes. Which is great fun. So now, with Excalibur, I have molded it into a fire weapon.
Sweet.
And I don't remember why. Oh, no, wait, yes I do. Okay.
Fire burns.
Well, yes, fire does burn. But I forgot for a second what was coming up in this part of the game. But now I remember. I remember indeed.
It's all coming back to you. Boomerang. To network. Oh
There's-
god, what's this?
A third boss, that's the part that I was forgetting about.
This game no longer likes you.
That's right. Boss after boss after boss, jeebus. This guy has pretty darn high chain evasion in most of his body parts, if I remember correctly. However, if you target just his body, I think, has the lowest chain evasion. So even though you don't deal the most initial damage, you're more likely to strike with your chains, so that's why I go for it.
I like the tiny detail that his ears are twitching.
Yes.
Ow! God.
And I do believe he's weaker to fire than anything else that we kind of can manipulate, which is why I went with the Salamander Ruby in the Excalibur.
Right.
But if you wanted to figure it out for yourself, you could either A, consult a guide, or B, use that Analyze spell and then go into your status menu and check out all the different stats on all his crap.
Yeah. Ow. Actually, has to be pretty manly to take a hatchet to the face.
Oh, I mean, he's got that shield, right? So,
Yeah. It's only 40 damage, I can live.
whatever. I eat 40 damage for breakfast.
And then I had another 25 for seconds. It's like, I don't even need to look.
Yeah. You're dead.
Congratulations.
You're dead, I can feel it.
I'm actually right, bitch.
And since I'm avoiding agility ups, it's actually kind of hard to gain strength. The way the stat wheel works apparently is not completely random. I checked out a guide on it. There's 3 different wheels. There's a strength wheel, an intelligence wheel, and an agility wheel. And then they can each start at a different number of places. I think there's like 6 for each wheel or something. And what determines what wheel you're going to get is what your lowest stat is. So since my lowest stat is always going to be agility, I'm always going to be on the agility wheel, which has more agility ups than obviously the other wheels would have.
Right.
And also,
Nothing in this game is random.
yes. And I think it has even like an agility +3 spot on there or something like that. I don't really know.
No one does.
Well, the guy who wrote that fact does. I could go look it up right now, but I'm really lazy.
Okay, obviously he does, but nobody else knows.
Nobody else. And here I'm just using all of the consumable items in my inventory that I can use so that they're not cluttering up my crap, and learning the spells from the grimoires, which I probably won't use later.
Spell Eureka.
This spell will show you any traps that are in the room.
Ooh, that's handy.
It's kind of handy, except that you realize you have to cast it in like every room you walk into. You know, because you don't know beforehand if there's going to be traps in that room.
Right.
So, if you're really paranoid about traps, I guess you can use it. Also of note, if you're cruising around in the game with really high risk, traps will deal a boatload more damage to you. Something I learned.
That's not good.
Which makes sense, because again, if you have high risk, your defense stat gets tanked, but I had never considered the possibility that it would affect traps. But it does.
Oh no, what's this?
This is some craziness.
Ashley is freaking out. Oh god!
Ashley can astrally project himself.
Awesome.
I guess.
Sydney. And some other guy.
That henchman that he treats like crap, if you recall. His name is Harden. John Harden.
Not that Sydney cares.
Not that anyone cares that that's like 2 phallic names in one.
Sydney cares not for people's names. He's just like, I'm gonna call you bitch, because that's what you are.
No, yeah, he actually does call this guy Harden. I think he even says they're friends. BFFs.
He treats his friends harshly.
Harden kind of spends most of the game freaking out about the fact that, you know, like the Crimson Blades are slaughtering all of the cultists and that Ashley is as strong as a titan.
Right.
And Sydney's like, it's cool, bro, don't worry about it.
It's alright, I got clog gloves, we're good.
I'm not really sure what they sacrificed.
I guess we'll find out later. Maybe. I don't know.
You don't actually ever see too much of the other cultists, but that must be what he's referring to. "20
years watching, waiting."
Sounds like a party in your house.
Not really. There's just people over.
Those damn people. Like I said, Harden spends most of the game freaking out.
He's in permanent freak out mode. We gotta get out of here, man!
We can't stop here. This is bad country.
We gotta get out of here. He's like, bitch, get a hold of yourself.
And there, Sydney actually mind raped him. This is what's going on. Yes. Friends.
Oh god. She just does not care.
She cares about him being a little rough, I guess. Yeah. John Harden, rough with the ladies.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
And that explains why all the doors are locked by sigils, I guess. Jerks.
Those bastards.
Referring to the mind rape that just occurred. Do not compel me so.
I can compel myself.
Apparently not. Spend most of the game just worrying about crap.
Oh god, little girl.
Again, Marilos's special ability is to see small children in ghost form.
That is really creepy.
Well, you could have worse special abilities, I guess.
True.
It especially works out if you're some kind of pedophile, too.
Oh god. The terrible implications.
There's that creepy motherfucker stalking us.
Those wicked sweet gauntlets of his.
Again, we've seen him in the game before, but you might not remember from where.
Maybe. All
now
the circles.
we are in another part of the town.
Cool.
It is quite cool, in fact. The town is actually quite large. That door over there, do I go to it? Okay, yes. Is sealed with the rude inverse, so I guess we'll have to collect that before we go on.
Whatever the hell that is.
Yes.
What is an inverse?
What is a rude inverse? Does that have bad manners? I don't...
Sydney.
Stalk him.
It's not like he has any other options. You can take stab into the heart like it's nothing.
Yeah, the crossbow bolt through the heart. So there's that harlot. And, Guildenstern. I think we learn his first name in this coot scene. Could be wrong.
Guildenstern's a pretty sweet name.
Yes, but
Just rolls off the tongue.
he has an even sweeter first name.
Ooh.
Should I spoil it for you?
Nah. I can wait.
Alright. So this is a point that comes up several times, is that there's ancient script like all over the walls of Le Monde.
Oh no. That could mean.
Sorcery. I'm never really clear on Samantha's like rank or involvement. Really, like, is she actually part of the Crimson Blades? Is she just tag along girlfriend? So nobody
Maybe
ever
both.
refers to her as like Commander Samantha or anything. She's kind of along for the ride with our good boy Guildenstern and his sweet, sweet kilt.
Kilts are awesome. Oh shit!
Not as awesome as Crotchless Pants.
Well, yeah, obviously. He has the best outfit. Or is it the worst outfit?
Ah. So here, I think we learned kind of for the first time that Sydney and the Duke were allies. Yes, indeed.
She's getting interesting.
And here, Sydney is mocking their religion, which is always a good way to start a fight.
Oh, yes. Does she have a tattoo of a flower on her chest? I
She
just
does.
noticed that.
She's a harlot. That's why I called her a harlot.
I see.
Only harlots get tramp stamps on their tits.
That's a neat detail, though. You're with a strong Guildenstern. Oh, damn, he can teleport.
He can do crazy crap, just like Sydney, apparently.
He's not the only mofo with superpowers in this town.
This part kind of confuses me. He says they need to make haste, but I thought their goal was to get to Sydney. So they need to make haste to get away from what? I don't know.
He's just like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, what? Grand Grimoire.
What did I just walk into?
So
What's wrong with these people?
the way to progress was on that screen, but I'm pretty sure I go and play around with everyone's favorite workshop some more.
Sweet.
Yes.
Ooh, a sword.
Yeah, the enemies around here actually start dropping, for this point in the game, some pretty nice equipment. So, if you are so inclined, which I was not, but you can kind of stick around and farm for some different equipment.
That's awesome.
Different tiers of armor. And then
Sweet.
combine them into good stuff.
That's always good.
This is almost like doing live commentary for me because I forget what I'm about to do.
Almost, but not quite.
What am I doing? Where am I going?
Why am I doing this? Oh yeah, that's why.
Showing off now the rest of the city that we've been visiting, we can join back up to, but is now infested with Crimson
Random
Blades.
dudes.
Crimson Blades. And will continue to be so for the rest of the game, if I do remember correctly. Yeah, take that critical hit to your head.
Hell yes.
Straight to the face.
Took it like a bitch.
There's 6 minutes left. I don't remember spending 6 minutes in a workshop, but maybe.
You never know.
Maybe. I'm trying to think what I did in the workshop that would have been that important. I don't.
Oh no, the roof is buffing itself.
Yes. It's always important to have more strength on your roofs.
Oh shit. How are you going to kill this building?
Once again.
Shit. This is not good.
This is the strongest roof?
It's an option of Superboss. Why'd you go this way?
Because Superboss has sweet drops. Yo.
Oh yeah.
Always good to get that risk recovery item.
Always.
One exploit I've learned about that I guess could bear mentioning. Say you are trying to, which this will probably never happen if you're playing the game, but just hypothetically, rack your armor stats and get your armor stats to be a lot better. You can actually exploit the enemies a little bit in that if you, say you're going for air, if you made it so your shield had like 100 earth, every time the enemies attacked you with their weapon, they'd have the chance of raising their own weapons stats, just like you can raise your weapon stats. So eventually their weapon will become like 100 air. And then, yeah, so that'll make it easier for you to gain air stat or whatever. But also, they have a chance of dropping that weapon, and that weapon will come pre-maxed out or whatever. If you wanted to spend the time to do it, because that sounds like it would take forever. I've not tested these things myself. Thinking about it now, I probably could have sped this part up, but that would have required me to be less lazy.
We get to watch it step by step.
That's right. Pro Menu Navigator 2012.
Hell yes. 2012, 13, 11, 12.
Yes. We have quite a bit of crap, but I don't think any of it combines into anything worthwhile.
Aww.
Just kidding.
You tease.
Indeed. So now we've got gauntlets for both our arms, and I think I'm going to upgrade the breastplate. It's exciting. Okay, just be excited.
It's very exciting. I'm excited.
Be excited. But not
so excited.
Not sexually excited, because that would be weird.
No. The stumbling over my words for some reason.
It's because you're sexually excited.
No, I'm platonically excited.
The segmentata, as it is known, is pretty sweet, I guess, for this point in the game. I'm quite pleased with how my armor is panning out.
Has a sweet name, at least. The segmentata.
There's no use for that chain coif I have, and here I'm just playing around to see what the different combinations will net me.
Right.
Nothing useful. However, we can upgrade our shield, as foretold in the previous video, to a sweet tower shield.
Tower shields are the best.
And I don't know why I checked out my blades, because I don't have any intent on mucking with my weapons at this point, which are all quite serviceable for where we're at in the video game.
Right.
And do not forget to re-equip yourself after you play around, so it'll unequip all your junk.
Yeah. That's a good habit.
Get equipped. You have Metal Blade. Wait, wrong game.
Get equipped with Segmentata.
Yeah. Excellent. Excellentate.
Fantastic.
So how many bosses did we kill this video? I think 2?
Like
right?
3, I think? Yeah. We've killed 3 so far.
In this video, or?
Yeah, in this video.
We
I'm pretty sure.
We had the Since we did both of these back to back, it's
Yeah.
quite difficult to remember, folks.
I think we did the dragon in the mines in this video, and
No, actually, I think the dragon's where I split it, so we did two.
oh right,
It was the elemental and the ogre.
this is getting confusing.
It is. So next time we will be venturing to that point back where Guildenstern was, to a new area of the Vigi game.
Right.
Actually, 2 new areas in the next video. Get
Ooh.
excited.
I am excited, platonically excited.
I even twattered about it as I was playing through them.
Sweet.
I was getting sick of those mother effing snowflies in my mother effing forest. That's right. Always important to either discard useless items or store them in the container so that you can discard them later.
Right. So, can you put unlimited amounts of things in the container, or does it have a limit?
No, it's like double your carrying limit, and it says there on that screen what your limits are. But that'll do it
I
for
see.
this video. Thank you, Soren, for joining us. Thank you, viewers, and we'll see
you guys later.